I understand why the concepts of two monitors might at first seem totally absurd. Like, are you serious? I'm not some kind of big stock trader or elite hacker. Why would I need to have two screens running at the same time? But trust me, I was really in your exact same shoes. I can relate to that. As a university student, I've been personally using two monitors for 4 years now, since I was 17. So trust me when I say that that one decision changed pretty much everything in my digital life and made me not want to come back to two monitors again from their benefits. There is a reason when people hear dual or triple monitors, they picture some sci-fi hacker who can type blocks of code every second. Meanwhile, they're executing some kind of second side command line program on the other screen. This stereotype exists because the people who use dual monitors are usually much more productive. They separate the primary and secondary priorities so they can work on what they really need to on the main monitor and then have the other tasks being done on the second monitor. There's no need to decide between one task at a time to direct your focus on. I have kept one program running on another screen for hours, totally visible to me at all times. But I understand this is a very niche situation to be in. So let's say, for an example, that someone is trying to complete a research project and they have, let's say, 5 important windows at a time they want to use. Let's say one window is for web searching, the other window is for note jotting, one window is files, another window is Spotify, and another window is for a timer. The only option you really have is to press Alt-Tab continuously, 3 or 2 times every few seconds. Your fingers will become incredibly exhausted and your mind will become very confused. Meanwhile, look how easy it is for two monitors. Monitor 2, secondary. Monitor 1, primary. Everything is right in front of you with ease. For example, the timer, files, and music are all secondary. Web pages and notes are all primary. This is instant access to everything. Now, let me ask you something. Why do you have several clothes in your closet? Why not one t-shirt, one pant, and maybe a jacket for colder weather? You're not a celebrity or model, right? Why do you need multiple clothes? That sounds bizarre, doesn't it? There is a reason why you haven't bought just really one of each clothing you need, and that's to be prepared of what could happen to it. If it rips, if it gets stained, of course, it could just be washed or replaced, but that takes a while, and if you're really busy, it's extremely stressful. That's exactly my point. Why limit yourself to just one? You'll have much more expanded room for any errors or mistakes that could happen. Let's say the control key on your keyboard is not working, right? And you have a full screen software on Windows that doesn't respond. If you have ever used Windows before, the infamous full screen frozen application will strike fear on every Windows user. If one full screen application doesn't close, then the whole computer is not accessible anymore. There is no waiting for the PC to continue. The full screen application always has access to the full PC inputs, and once it stops responding, you effectively have no access to your computer anymore. You are literally not allowed to leave. The one option you have is to press Ctrl-Alt-Delete. If one important key like Control is broken, you are completely out of luck and need to hard reboot. Even if it works, the only thing left is to log out and have most of your work closed, or pray that the task manager isn't hidden away. Just that thought alone is chilling. It leaves me with dread, not to mention the situation is not uncommon either. I've had this happen exactly before. Thankfully, I had my project autosave, so I recovered very quickly, but I digress. This is the power of two screens. Using two monitors is an incredible lifeline for those kind of hopeless situations. With another monitor, you have a safety screen you're able to access the main screen from, so full screen applications can easily be terminated with that separate screen, as said screen is part of the background and not the foreground.